Welcome to Red Light Methods Group Power Plate class. If you are cleared to jog, you're cleared to use the power plate. If you're not cleared to jog or run, then you can go ahead and pull up one of our stools, adjust it to the height setting, and then sit placing your feet on the power plate, and you can follow along class that way. So grab a mat, grab some dumbbells, and then head over to your power plate. The power plate is just so amazing for you. It activates 138% more muscle fibers than just doing the same exercise without the power plate. It burns 50% more calories using the power plate than not, so you can get more workout in half the time. There are different settings on your power plate. Relax is the nicest setting. It is a less vigorous vibration, and then strength is the next more vigorous, and then massage setting is the most intense vibration level. We encourage you to start at relax as you're a beginner and then progress up and then choose 60 seconds. After you've selected those, hit start, and then after the timer ends, just hit the repeat button for the remaining portion of your class. Block 1, warm up. Go ahead and press start, and we're going to begin walking in place here. Keep the weight towards the ball of your foot, because if you press too much into your heel at any time, you'll notice you're going to get too many vibrations. So as we're walking in place here, you have the option, you could take your hands to your hips if this feels comfortable, or you could take your arms overhead. We don't want to take the arms too far back because that messes with our spinal positioning, so just bring the arms slightly forward and overhead, shoulders are drawing down, and really pull your belly button in tight towards your back. Good. Just focus on long, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. The vibrations activate 138% of your muscle fibers, so it's so much more effective. Doing 10 minutes on the power plate is like a 30-minute workout. So in this 20 to 25-minute group class, it's going to be like worth over an hour of working out. All right, good job. Go ahead and press the repeat button. And we're going to walk our toes towards the front. Again, press your weight into your toes, bend your knees, and come back as if you're sitting into a chair. We're going to hold this chair position here. And if you'd like, you can do an option for small pulses at the knees. Again, your shoulders are down, not letting our shoulders round here, but keep your spine nice and tall. Be mindful of your head placement as well. We don't want to have our head fallen forward here looking down, but keep your head right on top of the shoulders. Again, not looking up either, but just looking straight forward. Your gaze is just over the power plate. Also, option if you'd like, you can hold down and lift and lower just the heels. Lift and lower. Good. Use your breath. Pull those abs in. Nice posture, nice shoulders. At any time, you can let your heels come down. Good, you should be nice and warm, and let's go ahead and stand up. Good job. Block 2, lower body, legs, and glutes. Okay, go ahead and hit repeat, toes towards the front, and we're going down and up, fast squats. Abs are engaged, shoulders are down, go as fast as you can, but controlled. I recommend you hold on here and make sure you can see your toes in front of your knees the whole time. Good, nice tall posture through the spine. Pull your belly button in tight towards your back and let those shoulder blades be down, collarbone wide. So we have that beautiful posture, so we're not training ourselves in bad posture. All right, good job, you guys. When we work quickly, we activate more of our fast twitch muscle fibers. They respond to quicker movements. So with this leg and lower body block, we're going to be getting a lot more of those fast twitch muscle fibers. Good job, you guys. Go ahead and hit repeat. We're going to go down halfway, lift and lower just the calves quickly. Good. You can come down to a lower angle if you feel comfortable there. Otherwise, come up slightly higher. Lifting and lowering. So you're holding a static bend in the knees as just those heels lift and lower. Good, nice posture. Engage those abs. Use your breath. I'm coming up to a higher angle to be nicer, and you guys are allowed to do that. All right, good job, you guys. Bring your feet together. Press repeat. Left leg on, quick, up, down. Quick single leg step ups. Good job, you guys. Woo! Use your breath, brace your abdominal wall. So we got that 3-dimensional transverse abdominis. That's our round corset-like muscle pulling in, hollow out your abdominal wall. As fast as you can, but maintaining the control of the movement. Definitely getting the heart going too. The power plate, group power plate workouts are just awesome. So good for you guys. Good job, you guys. Keep it up. Okay, right leg on, repeat. Good, nice and fast. Use your breath. If you'd like, you can, of course, use no hands. Go for it. Great job. Pull your belly button in tight towards your back. Use your breath. Keep the integrity of your posture. Good job, you guys. Woo, good job. Block 3, full body combo. In this block, we're going to incorporate dumbbells. So feel free to omit dumbbells if you'd like. Okay, you guys, grab your weights. We're going to go ahead and place just your left foot on the power plate. Press the repeat button. All right, so the left leg, the knee is directly over the ankle. Your back leg is back. You're not on a tightrope. We're bicep and overhead pressing. Static, just keeping that left leg on the power plate. Draw your belly button in tight towards your back. Good. Engage your glutes, engage your core, pull your belly button in tight. Awesome work, you guys. You can omit the dumbbells at any time. Good, use your breath. All right, good job. We're gonna hit repeat. Right foot's on, here we go. You're not on a tightrope, bicep curl, overhead press. So your feet are hip distance apart. If you stand with your feet too tight, you're gonna be wobbly because you're acting like you're on a tightrope. So keep your feet shoulder width distance for this movement. Draw your belly button in tight, use your breath. Good job, you guys. Love the power plate. It's so awesome. One of my favorite pieces of exercise equipment. Actually, I think it is my new favorite exercise equipment. Use your breath, re-engage your abdominals because they tend to relax, so pull your belly button in tight. Great job, you guys. Awesome. Go ahead and hit repeat. Back on the power plate. Tricep presses. So wide second position, down, press and extend. Use your breath. If you need to, you can omit one weight, so you just have one dumbbell. So down and up. Knees and elbows bend at the same time. Knees and elbows extend at the same time. Good posture. Use your breath. Good job, you guys. All righty. Good job. All right, we're moving into planking or block 4. Feel free to go into rest position at any time or modify on your forearms or knees. If you're unable to get down to the floor for planking, simply continue class standing on the power plate with your knees bent. All right, guys, we're moving into planks, my favorite. So grab this here pad, place it on. We have our remote. Here we go, hit start, and we're gonna come into our plank hold. Feel free to modify if you need to. You can come onto your knees or your forearms. Option here to lift one leg and lower. Lift and lower, alternating. Again, come to your forearms or your knees if you need to. So we could do the same thing, but from our knees. This is nice. Good job, you guys. Pull your belly button up, draw those shoulders away from the ears. Good. Come into rest pose at any time if you need to. You're doing great. We're almost done with this minute. Good job, you guys. Okay, grab your remote, hit start. Good job. We're going to come up into an upside down letter V position. And then we're going to pivot to plank and then come back into that stretch. Pivot to plank, come back into the stretch. You can continue here. At any time if you'd like, you can hold your stretch a little longer. Reaching your sit bones up, your heels down. Make sure your head's nice and relaxed in this upside down position. So feel free to come into this position at any time. Otherwise, we'll continue with our plank to upside down letter V. Plank and upside down letter V. Good job, you guys. All right, let's come down, grab your remote, hit repeat. Here we go. So back into our upside down letter V. You have the option to reach one leg up, come into a plank, reach that leg up. Good, and switch. So we'll reach a leg up. Plank we'll do twice on each side, keeping the leg lifted for 2 leg lifts. Come back down and switch. So lift, come down, keep that back leg floating, lift, and switch. Good job. Now again, remember, you can always come down if you'd like, come to your forearms. You could just lift, lift, and switch. Lift, lift, and switch if you need to. Or come back into my favorite rest pose. Your choice. Good job. All right, guys. Great work. Moving into block 5, which is core, bridging, and abs. We'll be laying down on a mat. So if you're not able to lie down on the floor, go ahead and just continue in a standing position on the power plate. Okay, guys, ready? Here we go for block 5, bridging. You have your remote. Press the button, and let's lift up into a bridge. Knees and ankles are aligned. You're curled up to the mid-shoulder blade, and we're going to start hula hooping one direction for about 20 more seconds. Good. So just like you're hula hooping, feels really nice on the SI joint in the back. You can also just hold a bridge here as well if you'd like. Good job, you guys. And let's reverse our hula hoop direction the other direction. So it's like the hips are like drawing a circle. Hula hoop. Pull your abs in. Again, make sure you're only curled up to the shoulder blades, not onto your neck. You should be feeling your glutes, hamstrings, lower back. This is an excellent exercise because it's the opposite of sitting in a chair, and we all get too much sitting in. All right, good job. Lift your hips up high. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, roll down. We have 60 seconds of our next exercise, so legs go up straight, and we're going to begin small crisscross with the legs. So start with the legs up straight, and if you're comfortable, you can crisscross walk the feet down. Make sure your low back stays anchored, and then crisscross walk your feet back up. Again, low back stays pressing down the whole time. If you'd like, you can crisscross walk the feet down to about 45 degrees. Abs are pulling in, low back is anchored, and crisscross walk the feet back up. At any time, if you need to, just grab onto your calves here and take a break. Otherwise, we'll continue. We're almost done here with this exercise. Good job. Crisscross down with control. Crisscross back up. All right, hug your knees into the chest, little stretch. Legs go up straight, and then we're going to grab onto one calf. Scissor, scissor, and switch. 2 little stretches. Stretch, stretch. Now, if you'd like, you can lift your head, neck, shoulders up. And then if you'd like, you can do hands behind the head, scissor, scissor, and switch. You can also do this with your head down. So lots of options here. Pick whatever option fits best for you. I'm going to give myself a little stretch here. Good. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Okay, we're almost done here with these abs. All right, we're going to go ahead and hug our knees into the chest. Good job. Hands go behind. Last abdominal thing. Legs up straight. You're going to scissor and twist opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Scissor twist. These are tough. If you need to make it a little easier, bend the knee in and twist. Lift the whole entire shoulder blade up towards the opposite knee. So again, straight leg or bent. You guys are doing great. Opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. It's okay if you have a bend in your knees or to completely bend your knee for this exercise. Great job, you guys. You're almost done here. Good job on your 3 minutes of abs all in a row. It's not easy. Okay, when you're ready, place both feet down. Hit your remote. Start the power plates. We're going to lift up into a bridge. Place one ankle onto one knee for the next 30 seconds or so. This should be a nice stretch in your glutes. You can always place both feet down if you need to. And if holding a bridge is too much, feel free to come down at any time as well. This is a nice stretch. You can push the knee out as well if you'd like. So your choice to be down or to hold the bridge. Okay, let's go ahead and switch. Other ankle onto the other knee, either holding a bridge or coming down, your choice. Good, and you can always press your hand gently onto the knee to help get a nicer stretch there. Feel free to hold your bridge lifted or to come down at any time. You guys are almost done with your core series here. Almost done with block 5. Good job. All right, so when you guys are ready, come on down, bring your knees into your chest. Great job. Next, we will move into block 6, side body. Okay, you guys, go ahead and hit repeat. Take your arm down to the top or bottom based on your height. Bend your standing leg, bring your leg up. From here, we're gonna bend the knee in, kick it out. Bend and kick. Good. Use your breath. Keep the leg up as high as you can. My leg is going down lower because I've done a million of these videos. I'm in pain. Use your breath. Good job, you guys. So you got a slight bend in your standing leg. Bend it in, kick it out. Good job. Feel it in your glutes, your hips. Lift your leg higher. All right, good job. Let's hit repeat and face the other direction. From here, we're going to bend the knee in, kick it out. Bend and kick. Good. Use your breath. Keep the leg up as high as you can. My leg is going down lower because I've done a million of these videos. I'm in pain. Use your breath. Good job, you guys. So you got a slight bend in your standing leg. Bend it in, kick it out. Good job. Feel it in your glutes, your hips. Lift your leg higher. Great job on your class. We're moving into our final block, block 7, balance, stretch, and center. Okay, good job, you guys. We're on our last block. Go ahead and hit repeat. Standing on, we're going to go into a mini squat. From here, gently float one foot up and lower. Other leg, float and lower. Now, if you're comfortable, you could take your hands to your hips, balance, and lower. We're just recentering our body after all of that exercising. Good job, you guys. Balance and lower. Good. At any time, you could place your hands onto the power plate, but we're beginning our cool down here. Great job. So gently lift one leg and lower, just recentering the body. Balancing if you'd like. You could take your hands anywhere that feels comfortable for you for balancing. Good. Use your breath. Let those shoulders drop down. All right. Good job, you guys. Go ahead and hit repeat. Leave your left leg on. Step back. Plant the left heel down, toes up. We're going into a 30-second hamstring stretch. Square your hips as much as you can towards the front. Keep that knee very straight. You could hold on anywhere that is comfortable. Think of your toes coming back towards your nose. Pull up on your kneecap, so engage your quadricep muscle here as you're stretching. Good job. Okay, we're going to bend our front knee, come down into a runner's lunge stretch. Squeeze the back leg glute, pull the belly button in tight, and you should feel a nice stretch all through that front of your hip flexor. Good. You could take your hands down if you feel comfortable. Good job. All right, we'll start to make our way back up. All right, good job. Hit the repeat button. Place your right foot on. Hamstring stretch. Reach the toes back towards your nose. Extend and lift up on the quadricep muscle of your straight leg. Take your hands anywhere that feels comfortable. You can bring them down or hold on. Think of keeping your back straight, those shoulders nice and down. Our heels kind of reaching forward as the sits bone pulls backward. Good, nice stretch. And let's bend this top leg. Step back further if you need to. Come into your hip flexor stretch. Pull your belly button in, squeeze the back standing leg glute, the one on the mat, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch in that hip flexor. Feel free to come down if you'd like. Getting into a nice deep hip flexor stretch. Stretching is the best part of class. All right, we're going to start to make our way back up. Good job. Nice. Next, you're going to grab your hand pad, hit the repeat button, place your pad on, take both hands on, step back, come into an upside down letter V position here. So you're reaching your sit bones back and up, your heels are drawing down, and we'll just come into a plank for a moment, and then back into an upside down letter V. Just do this movement a few times. It should feel pretty nice. Good job, you guys. All right, we'll start to walk your feet in closer to the power plate. Hold this nice stretch here. We're going to take our hands down to the feet. Let your head just completely hang upside down. And then we're going to slowly walk our hands up the front of our legs. Restacking your spine. Let your head, neck, shoulders be the last to arrive. And you guys are done. Great job. Good job, you guys, on your power plate class. Go ahead and just grab a spray bottle and please spray down all of your mat and your equipment. Have an awesome day.